Come and catch the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how this goes. It's the Sit Down. It's your guy, Emez. And if you're a regular, if you're a longtime fan, you know we do this with her every couple of years because it's like a ritual. It's like a tradition.
Ritual thing. If I don't do this with you, then the tape is not going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bianca Bonnie's in the building. Young B, what's goody? How you been?
Oh, man. Shit's been crazy.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about.
Can I curse or not?
Yes,
all
what
right.
you fuck you talking about? What you need to do, my nigga? You good. So, since the last time I spoke to you.
Right.
A new baby.
New baby. Shout out to 7.
You don't ever be in New York no more.
I'm in New York now. I'm in New York. Back and forth.
You got a whole new boo situation, too?
Yes.
I
know you got questions for that.
I got questions for everything. The boot camp you was on. I want to talk about all that. It's been a while, B. We got to talk, son.
Oh, man. Okay.
Hey, listen. I know you on live. They not important. They know already. I'm finna find out. I need to know.
Forgive me.
Okay, so
it's
first off.
It's me and you.
First off.
Forget the fans right now.
How's mom life treating you?
I love it. I was just telling him on the elevator. I love mom life. I love my son so much. Like, at first, I was like, I don't want to be a mom. Like, I'm not ready for this, but I love it. It's dope.
The last time I seen you and we were here talking, the baby wasn't even a thing.
No, he wasn't a thing.
So talk to me about how that became a thing and your feelings and thoughts throughout the process, because I know you went through a whole breakup thing.
Yeah.
So talk to me about how that goes.
Well, yeah, the baby kind of just happened, but I was just deciding, like, you know what, I'm just me, like, on my end, like, when you have a child, you have to be prepared to have that baby for yourself. Like, some women don't know. They just like, you know what, I'm going to have a baby, and maybe this is going to keep a guy, but a baby don't keep no nigga. So at the end of the day, at this pregnancy, I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to have this baby. I live in Miami. I got all my own car, my own crib, my own everything. I'm financially stable to be able to support my child. So this is what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? So I did my entire pregnancy by myself. Like,
I asked that because you was very vocal about that on social media.
Yeah, because
why did you feel you needed people to know that?
First of all, it was a pandemic. So my family literally couldn't even come, like, entirely by myself. I'm not talking about like by myself without the guy. I'm talking about by myself, like it was a whole entire COVID-19 pandemic where people couldn't really travel. My family is in New York and I was in Miami totally by myself. So, I mean, by myself, like have to get my own food, calling Uber Eats, carrying packages with my big ass stomach, all of that.
Listen, if you've never had a baby, or that right there,
craziness
is
no
wild.
Foot rub, no nothing. Like I had to hire masseuse. For real, you know the foot rub, your man's supposed to give you a foot rub, whatever, like take care of you. I had to carry the boxes, make sure the baby stuff was put together. I did all of that shit.
So you was mommy and daddy for the whole 9 months.
What? Mommy, daddy, grandma, grandpa. I was everybody. 41 weeks, because my son was a week late. 7 days late. He was.
That's why it's 7.
Something like that. No, 7 is God's number, so that's why. Lucky, 7, all of that good stuff. Remember you had your son running around here now?
I've had 2 more since we talked.
I know, but your son was advanced when he was like 1. He was talking.
Oh, my daughter's past him. She's 2. She takes my mask off when I come home.
All right, I'm inviting y'all to his party. My son's party is June. It's going to be crazy.
June what?
Well, his birthday is the 21st, but I'm
June 21st? Shut the fuck up.
Whose birthday is that?
My birthday's 6/21. You a great guy. You a great guy. You're emotional a little bit. You be a thinker. I know you, son.
I never knew your birthday was June 21st.
Do you relate more to Geminis or Cancers?
What do you think you are?
I think I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Cancer.
But
I feel like I'm Gemini.
You got Gemini traits.
I have a lot of Gemini traits.
Okay, y'all are a cuss, but that's my son and my boyfriend birthday.
That's amazing that you and salute to you. I'm sorry, y'all
now,
can't see my man on camera. Absolutely. So what advice would you have for a young woman that's in the industry that's thinking about having kids?
One period with a woman who wants to have kids, period, is just being ready for that, like mentally ready, because postpartum depression is a real thing. Like after you have a baby, some people have postpartum depression, and it's like you might have depression before your kid, so it's even worse when you have a child and you want to be there for your child. Like it's sometimes people don't even want to be around their kids when their kids is born. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just say be mentally ready. Be ready with if nobody's gonna be there for you. Like you have to have that mentality. I was blessed to have a village full of people to be there for me, despite, you know, the father not being involved. But I had so many people, it's like, it's very helpful. If you don't have that, you just got to prepare yourself because it's going to be you and your child.
I don't want to badmouth someone that's not here, but I'm going to ask a question that may sound like I'm badmouthing him. If you knew, the reason I say you knew is because you went through the whole boot camp thing with him.
Oh, God.
Why have a child with this person?
Okay, so me, I'm not a hoe. So at the end of the day.
I didn't say you were.
No, I'm telling you why. I'm explaining why this happened. I'm not a hoe. So when I talk to a nigga, that's the person that I just be dealing with. Even if that's my man or not, I'm not just fucking random niggas. So that's who I was dealing with at the time. And that's who I was sleeping with. And it just happened because he came to Miami one night. Shit went down. That's what happened. And then I was like, I'm keeping my baby, and it is what it is.
So were y'all in a good place when that happened?
It was a regular place. It was like he had a bitch, I had a nigga, and shit just happened. Like, it wasn't like... Because the way it's portrayed on boot camp is different. You know how shit is.
And this is why I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
Okay,
I know you, and I'm watching. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Right, it
don't
make no sense because you was here with that interview and that interview.
Talk to me.
All right, so basically. Oh my fucking God. Okay, so basically, we was not together at all from 2018. We went on boot camp in like the next year, 2019. We was never together. We went on boot camp to figure out if we wanted to still fuck with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went in saying, all right, we're going to see if we could still even do this. So I left the person I was dealing with. He so-called left the person he was dealing with, but that wasn't the case. And then we went on boot camp to see what it's going to be like. We were stuck in the house for 2 weeks. That shit turned into a disaster because the nigga I was talking to literally wrote this man talking about keep it just business, my nigga. Keep it just business. So after that, it just went left. You know what I'm saying? So after that, shit just was like, all right, back to me being with who I'm with. You go do whatever you want to do. And then it happened. But then after boot camp was done, because people thought I was pregnant on the show. Just want to clear that up. I was not pregnant on the show. I got pregnant after. The show was 2 weeks in July. And then when I got back home in Miami in August, September, I got pregnant in September. So it was a one-night stand. But 7, I love you to death.
Now, tell me the name, the reason behind the name 7. Because you said he was a week late, and I thought that's why.
I know everybody says that. No, 7 is like God's number. So that's my favorite number. So okay. 7, I just like the number. I just like Erykah Badu got a child named 7. And it's just a dope name. Like, it wasn't really that much of a meaning to it. But 7 is my favorite number. 7 is God's number. 7 is all the colors in the rainbow. 7 is just a lit number. It's lucky. And it's like his first name is Chosen. And then 7. And his last name is Days. So it's like a stage name.
Oh, that's dope.
So when they call him, when he's going to the NBA, I'm just manifesting it for him. And I'm like, 7 days.
All right, so we talked about the boot camp. We talked about some advice for women that are wanting to have kids in the industry. Now, I have a problem. And I don't know how to express the problem to you without you having an issue with me, because I say it to you all the time. If you look at our DM conversation, I'm like, yo, why are you answering to these people? Why are you entertaining these haters?
My whole team's problem.
Talk to me about why you feel it's necessary for you to entertain these people.
You know what? I've always been an artist that always reached out to my fans, and I love my haters. I cannot lie. Like, I don't hate people. People think, like, I got beef with somebody, I hate them. No, I actually love them because it motivates me. But I can't help but saying something back sometimes. And I'm working on that now. I promise you, I'm working on it. But sometimes I just got to say shit. But you know why I stopped? Because Instagram deactivated me.
Thank you, Instagram, for saving her. Because she was like,
so now I don't even reply. I don't even say nothing to my fans. I just like and put hearts.
That's all it should be.
I don't better never catch you writing nobody back in the comment.
You will never catch me. Never, ever, 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 ever. I might like something, and if I comment, it's always something positive. Because I don't care what y'all haters have to say.
Okay.
So now that you're taking a different approach to these comments, what's the music like? Like, we haven't heard any music from Bianca, Bonnie, in a long time. We've seen the drama with the baby daddy.
Right.
The baby was here, the boot camp, the new boo, which we are about to get into.
That was the steps. It's levels to this shit, right? So you seen the drama. You seen the drama with me on TV. You seen the drama with the baby daddy. You seen the baby. You seen the new boo. So now, finally, we could get back to the music. So basically, I just been getting myself together. Like, you know, it's hard to find good help. I'm not going to cap.
That's a fact.
Everybody that's in the industry knows that it's hard to find good help. It's hard to find people that believe in you, or, you know, people get a perception of me of TV, and then they say, oh, she's hard to work with, or oh, she has an attitude, and they don't even know me from a hole in the wall, you know?
But that's what you give them, though, babe.
Right, but I mean, okay, so I got to break that down, too. I'm going to finally say this. When I was on Love and Hip Hop, I literally was on Love and Hip Hop with myself and no one. Everybody else had family members. Everybody else had brothers and sisters, cousins, anybody with them. I was literally by myself and getting thrown in situations with just fighting. They never showed no relationship stuff. They never showed love. They never showed hip hop, really. And every time I did do a Gwen Fest, because when Self had a Gwen Fest, I won every single one. Every time we was in the studio, I dropped a hot record, but they never showed much of anything else. I didn't have family on there. I didn't have friends that I really knew. I was on there with Cardi, and they didn't even show the relationship me and Remy really have. You know what I'm saying? Like, Remy had me under her wing before she even went to jail. Like, that's my big sis. So they never showed my real life, and I always was asking them, like, oh, let me get my sister on the show, or let me get this person on the show, let me do this. They just was portraying the drama and the pop-off because, you know, that helps with ratings. And, I mean, it is what it is because that was before I had a kid. That was before I had a certain mindset. That was before I wanted to be portrayed anyway. I just wanted to get the bag. I'm not going to hold you. I'm like, let me get on TV. Let me get the bag. Let me build my followers. And now your social media dictate how your shit really is. If you, like, nobody can't, like, lyrically, nobody's really fucking with me. Like, I look good. I have the whole package of being a superstar. So that's not the problem. It's just when you're portrayed a certain way, people just remember you that way. But now I have the like, you know, I have the means to do my own shit. I could put up a YouTube video and show people how I really am, how my day-to-day life is. And since I have my son, people feel like I calm down, or people feel like
definitely looks like that a little bit.
Right, but that's how I always am. You couldn't see a different light because they never showed a different light. So how would you see how I am with my father or my mother or my cousins or my family or anybody I help or shit I do day-to-day if that's not what they show? The first season they showed me and BBOD beefing. Second season they showed me and Drewski Girl beefing. The third season they showed me and Bree Beauty beefing. So what is there else? Like, they never see me with my family, never see me with my friends, nothing. They just had me fighting all day. So I'm like, well, if this is what it is, you know, it's nothing else after this because there was no more storyline.
So would you say you're sour on reality TV?
Hell no.
So you
reality
ready to do
TV
it again?
cut them fucking checks. No, I would, but I mean, you have to, you know, you have to post things for people to understand what you're really doing in real life. You have to make them, you give them the narrative, you know? Like, it's plenty of people that go through stuff in real life, but when you meet them, we know what it really is. You know what I'm saying? We know these people in real life. We like, what the fuck? What is that? What's going on? So I don't really care. Like, it is what it is.
Would you do reality TV again?
Yeah, I sure would. I want my own show. Like, that's
that was my next question.
I really want to get into real scripted, not reality, like acting.
Sitcoms.
Like I act on Respect Life, like that's a YouTube series, but I want to do like sitcoms, like real reality, real series, real acting. Like I want to get into that because I feel like that's longevity. Like I always said, I wanted to do voiceovers because my voice is distinctive, like them cartoons, Disney, Pixar.
Me and you both. So when you start, bring me with you because I'm trying to do some voiceovers too.
I got you.
What to you right now is the most important thing in your life?
Definitely my son. My son is is nothing more important than him. Like, I put him before me. And, you know, some people be like, no, you got to put yourself first. Like, nah, my son. Like, everything I'm living vicariously through him. Everything I didn't have in life, I'm doing for him. Like, I'm setting up his life where he's going to be good. I'm working extra hard so that if I'm not, I don't be buying designer bags. I don't be buying shit no more. Like, my boyfriend, he buy me everything, my clothes, my shoes, everything, because I'm like, I'm got to pay for this. I got to make sure my son is good. I got to make sure everything for him is set up. Like, that's what I'm doing, because it wasn't like that for me in life. Like, I didn't have college funds and money for me to fall back on. There was no plan B.
I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I'm going to put you in that. We're overcompensating for the things we didn't have as kids. So we go extra hard for our kids. And half the time, them little niggas don't need that shit.
Nah, they don't. But it's
but
just,
they get him.
They don't, but it's just, it's so what? Like, I don't want him to have to go in the streets. Like my whole family was in the streets. Like I don't want that for him. Like I moved out of New York because it's only but so many options that you could have when you in New York.
Fact.
It's not that much. Streets, jail, hood, nigga. I mean,
athlete,
like, come on.
rapper,
basketball player.
it.
We only got gyms and courts. Like, it's, like, come on. Like, it's, like, gotta do so much more than that.
Okay, so let's get back to the music. Okay.
Yeah, All right, so.
Who are some of the girls you're watching now? Because there's a lot of new chicks since you've been out that are out here
I
moving
just saw a freestyle by Baby Tate. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was on Shade Room. I wrote her. She wrote me back. So we kind of talk semi. It's a bunch of girls out now. I like the fact that it's a lot of girls out because, like, I came out right before Nicki Minaj came out. And once Nicki Minaj came out, it was nobody out for, like, literally 6 years straight. But then Rem came home, opened the floodgates. Cardi got lit. You know, that's my bitch. And then now it's, like, mad females out, which it gives it a better, like, it's just better because when before it was like a male-dominated industry and they don't understand, I gotta get my hair done, I gotta get my nails done. They don't care. A nigga throwing their hat on, their t-shirt, time to shoot the video, and they don't really care about the female getting ready. Now, since there's so many females, they kind of understand, like, we gotta be prepared and look a certain way, and then, you know, so it's just better. I feel like that more females is out.
Are there any females you try to work with that are new?
I was just in South by Southwest.
That's where I got.
Yeah, from
merch.
That's where that hoodie is from. I was in South by Southwest. Amaretta was on the lineup for the
She's
bill.
the one from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, she made that song. This is not Atlanta.
Yeah.
But
why they say it like that? Atlanta.
I don't know. But I hit her up because I had made this post about how females really don't be supporting other females when they get a certain, you know, of
level,
stature.
yeah.
But I mean, I really can't say that for me because I fuck with Cardi, I fuck with Remy, they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, sometimes females get a certain, you know, on a certain platform and then they don't reach back out to other females. And I said something about it on Twitter. It went viral. It went crazy. And then, like, Amaretta was under the comments. Mulatto was under the comments. Everybody was talking, saying whatever they were saying. And then I'm just like, okay, well, you know, you say something that goes viral, it's like whatever, but it's the truth. And usually I have a problem with saying that. That's why I stopped saying shit. Okay?
No doubt. She's
I
gonna
just
say
be
some
quiet because you say something and it stirs everybody up. But that was what it was. I mean, I don't mind working with new female art. I'm not intimidated. I'm not one of them females that is intimidated. It's money for everybody all over the world with anything you do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind working with everybody. I don't care. Like, I'm always going to shine because if it's meant for you, it's going to be meant for you. It doesn't matter.
Let's talk about the new boo, man.
Oh, man.
Talk to me, because I'm not going to lie, you seem truly happy. Look at her glowing. I'm not going to lie. Like, I consider Bianca a friend of mine. I watched her struggle to go through certain things, and I see her.
And he was always right, though. He never liked my ex anyway. He was always right.
Don't do that. Don't listen.
You never liked him. I got the footage. G got you falling out in the back when I was saying something, all of that. So
I tried to stay neutral because, again, when relationships go south, you don't want to pick sides. But
you picked my side already.
You my guy.
Exactly.
So, so talk to me about the new boo in the relationship, because you look fucking happy as shit.
He in here. Might catch my nigga low up in the background. Nah. Nah, I am though. I'm happy. That's it. Y'all see him all over Instagram. He don't care. He feel like me posting him on Instagram don't mean nothing. But I try to tell him in the world of social media, that means a lot. Like, that's everything. When he's like, that don't mean nothing. We need to always be happy in real life too.
Amen to that though.
No, but you just said we never said what you just said. Females never always happy or some shit over there you just said 2 minutes ago.
You guys are unstable all day long. You guys are never really truly.
You're a Cancer though, so how?
That's how I can. That's why I can.
You're the most unstable sign, too.
But we're the
emotional.
But we are also the best connected sign.
But I'm a Cancer, so I get you.
We understand.
I get you.
We get it.
I get you.
All right. So we talked about everything. So musically, before I ask you for some bars,
right?
Do we have a tape coming? Is there music coming? Do we have a tape? Talk to me about what you got in the vault, because I know there's some in the chamber.
So I got a new single out called Finger Licking, produced
Finger
by
Licking,
Finger Licking, like the restaurant. It's produced by my bro Keanu. Remy is on the remix.
Remy
already. Yep.
Shout out to Remy. Listen, I'm gonna give you a story about Remy Martin. I was newly on the radio. I was doing Nights with Self, and she had just came home, and she was backstage at Powerhouse. Mm-hmm. She ran up to me. She goes, "Easy, you don't know how much I listen to you and stuff. I love you." I said, Rem, don't do that.
Right.
Like I don't think at that point I don't think I had a fan ever. So when she came up to me and gave me that, I was like, Rem, I told everybody, y'all can never say nothing bad about Rem around me. I don't give a fuck what y'all tell me.
And that's what I said about people being portrayed a certain way. She's such a sweetheart.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
That's really, really my sis. But it's like sometimes people push certain buttons and you got to take it there. But people do that to you purposely because they know your temper.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But she's such a sweetheart. That's my sis.
Shout out to Remy. Okay.
That ass.
So, I think it's time. And this time, again, this is to the people that have seen these a couple times.
Nah.
I'm going to let her go. Usually, I be involved. I get animated. I'm going to let her rock.
No, but you can't help it. He can't help it.
I'm going to walk out the room.
Nah, he can't help it.
And I'm probably going to run back in.
Stop!
I'm probably going to run back in. Her bars be serious. So I'm going to give y'all a quick little 1-2 seconds. I got to get situated. We're going to come back with Bianca Body in these fucking bars. It's a sit down, bitch.
So, here, you can press it.
I can do it myself.
Come and catch the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me.